Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon.
It's time for Kennett Indian Softball. Title sponsors for our broadcast are Baker Implement Company, NEA Baptist Hospital, Farm Credit Services of Southeast Missouri, and by Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture. Broadcast sponsors, Dubs Clothing, State Farm Agent Greg Wilson, Patterson Auto Sales, McMahon's Trucking, the Kennett Girls Softball Association, Gardner Properties, Home Plate Bar and Grill, Let's Roll Paragould, Grace and Glow, and Greenpoint Ag in Deering. Broadcast boosters include the Kennett Bowling Lanes, Ultimate Fitness, Century 21 Real Estate, FM Bank, S&S Auto Sales, and by Truly Posh. And now, Kennett Indian Softball.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Indian Park as we get set for softball action as a couple of great programs square off here at Indian Park, the Holcomb Hornets and the Kennett Indians. Of course, last year, both of these teams in the Final Four, as Holcomb competing in Class 1, Kennett in Class 2, and I know both teams look to get back there again this year, as Coach Casper taking his infield practice now with his Holcomb Lady Hornets. We'll take a pregame break. We'll come back and look a little closer at Kennett and Holcomb as we get set for first pitch scheduled at 4:30 this afternoon from Indian Park. Back with more right after this.
Eat, play, and have a blast at Let's Roll Paragould. From bowling, duck pin, and laser tag to 45 arcade games and a full restaurant, Let's Roll Paragould is packed with fun for everyone. Both alleys feature state-of-the-art NeoSurf systems. And with over 50 TVs, you won't miss a second of your favorite game. Visit Let'sRollParagould.com for birthday packages, daily specials, group deals, or to reserve your lane. Let's Roll Paragould, 2707 West Kings Highway in Paragould, where good times roll 7 days a week.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
McMahon Trucking isn't new to the road. It all started back in the 1940s with Bill McMahon, serving farmers and elevators for over 70 years. Now Bob McMahon carries on the tradition. After 42 years in truck repair and towing, he's back in the family business, fully licensed and insured with well-maintained equipment and dependable service you can count on. Call McMahon Trucking today at 573-888-7256.
Thanks to all of our great broadcast sponsors who make our coverage of Kennett Indian softball possible this season. McMahon Trucking, one of those great sponsors, along with the Kennett Bowling Lanes. They have, of course, the bowling at the Kennett Bowling Lanes. Now the skating rink is open, the laser tag, the arcade. They have great food, great fun. Kennett Bowling Lanes, 1315 St. Francis in Kennett. Go by and see them as the Hornets wrap up their infield, outfield practice. It's Coach Casper picking up the softballs here, and Kennett will trot out onto the field and take their turn in just a moment. As Holcomb now 1-4 on the season. They played in the Blazer Blast, and tough competition in that Blazer Blast is Stuttgart, Parkview, and Houston, Missouri in that tournament. And the Blazer Blast gives all of these schools a very good opportunity to play some good competition right at the start of the season. Then they took on South Penn and Portageville with Risco, taking losses in those two games, and now coming here to Kennett. Coach Casper also mentioning 3 big conference games coming up this week, and of course all the coaches are looking at the weather forecast on Wednesday and trying to determine how many games are we going to be able to get in this week. Fortunate to be able to play here this afternoon on the softball field at Indian Park. Baseball field, a different story, as we were set for a baseball game as well this afternoon, as Cape Central was scheduled to be here, and we would have a softball-baseball doubleheader. But there are a lot of wet water standing in the infield, especially around the second base area, around home plate, and unable to play the baseball game, but the softball field in very good condition here this afternoon. Looking at Kennett now, they're 7-2 on the season. They played in the Blazer Blast and was one win out of 3 games. They lost to Bauxite and to Valley View, and they knocked off Riverside. Coach Dollins mentioning that his team just didn't get the timely hits. He felt like they would be okay when they started getting those hits, and those hits came last week. A win over New Madrid County Central 6-1, and then a tough 4-game road stretch. They went up to Scott City, won that one 16-5, so a 10-run rule in that ball game. And then Park Hill Central, a team they had to beat to reach the Final Four last year, they won that one 15-4. Then at Potosi, winning 15-0. Then they beat St. Genevieve 17-7, and then West County 10-0. So the Indians on a roll after that Blazer Blast, as they are undefeated in the state of Missouri so far, and they have a record of 7-2 coming into this matchup with Holcomb. We'll take another pregame break. We'll check the starting lineups, Holcomb and Kennett from Indian Park, when we return right after this.
It's always a home run when you visit the all-new Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti. They have delicious food served up hot and fresh. Be sure to check out their daily lunch and dinner specials. Their catfish, the best around, plus chicken, shrimp, steaks, and their smash burgers will keep you coming back for more. They have 10 big screen TVs where you can catch all the big games. Be sure to like them on Facebook. Slide into home at the Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti. Come see Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and 1st Street in Kennett. They offer 24-hour access tanning, so you can tan when you want to tan. Just $55 a month gets you unlimited tanning or single sessions for $8. They also offer the most popular weight loss shots, semaglutide and tirzepatide, plus Botox and Dysport shots, along with fillers to make you look your best. Be sure to visit their great boutique. That's Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and 1st Street in Kennett.
Thanks to Grace and Glow, one of our great broadcast sponsors of Kennett Indian softball. Coach Logan Dollins continues to take infield practice with his ball club here this afternoon, as we'll check the starters. Here's the way the lineup goes for Coach Casper's Holcomb Hornets. Ava Gurley will lead things off and play shortstop. Addie Elliott will bat second and be at second base. Chloe Hendricks is the designated player, and out in the field, Kaylee Love Mullins is out in the field for the Holcomb Lady Hornets, as Chloe Hendricks batting third in the order. Elizabeth Nelson will play first base and bat cleanup. Olivia Joyner will bat fifth for the Hornets and be in left field. Chloe Coronado will be at third base and batting sixth. Chaitlin Hardcastle will be doing the catching and batting seventh. Chloe Furlow will be in the circle and doing the pitching for Holcomb and batting eighth. And Chloe Brown in center field will bat ninth for the Lady Hornets. For the Kennett Lady Indians in this ball game, this is the way they will come to the plate, as it'll be Hanley McAtee leading things off. She'll be defensively at second base. McKeag will be the shortstop and batting second. Emma Tennant will be doing the catching, batting third. Natty Payne pitching and batting cleanup in this ball game. Lindley Patterson will be at third base and batting fifth. Lauren Barton will be in right field and batting sixth. Emma Bodkin will be the designated player and batting seventh in the order. And Lexi Wallace will be in left field defensively for the Indians in place of Bodkin, the designated player, when they go out in the field. Olivia Raspberry will be at first base and batting eighth. And Bailey Wilcott will be batting ninth and patrolling center field for the Lady Indians this afternoon. Great to have you along. Ultimate Fitness, another one of our great broadcast sponsors. They offer 24-hour access. They have modern, up-to-date workout equipment. Great membership plans, individual, family memberships available. You can call them and find out everything they have to offer. Also, a great workout facilities, as if you have teams and want to get some practices in, they can do that, as well as birthday parties. Ultimate Fitness on San Francisco and Kennett. Give them a call and find out more. Kennett wrapping up their infield-outfield practice. We'll take a break. Be set for first pitch from Indian Park when we return right after this.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suits, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suits, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Hello, I'm Trenton Patterson with Patterson Auto Sales in Kennett. If you're looking for a newer, late model vehicle at a great price, then you need to come see me at Patterson Auto Sales. I've worked for the big dealerships, and I can save you money off of what you pay when you buy a used car or truck at the dealership. Plus, I have several great credit options, and we can guarantee financing for anyone, regardless of credit. Come see me, Trenton Patterson, at Patterson Auto Sales, 1005 First Street in Kennett, or visit our website online at pattersonautosales.mycarsonline.com.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics.
The same way we have supported our customers and the community for 86 years.
Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the field and in your field.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
Back at Indian Park, both head coaches getting the ground rules and a meeting with the officials and exchanging the lineup cards here before we get this one underway. Holcomb and Kennett, Coach Matt Casper and Coach Logan Dollins, some of the best softball coaches around in the area, squaring off in this one. Again, they were both at the Final Four last year. And Holcomb competing in Class 1, Kennett in Class 2. Century 21 SEMO Realtors, one of our great broadcast sponsors. You can see the experts at Century 21 SEMO Realtors. If you're buying or selling property, they're the experts, and they'll make it an easy process and get the deal done the right way. 573-888-5888, the number to call. Century 21 SEMO Realtors, one of our great broadcast sponsors of Kennett Indian Softball. Coaches shake hands, and good crowd on hand here as Kennett and Holcomb square off here at Indian Park. Folks out in the outfield area looking in, and if you're wondering, the wind blowing straight out to center field, so you can look for some high numbers up on the scoreboard today with that wind blowing out. They've cleared a lot of the area past center field, and a lot of the renovations here on the softball park at Kennett, and it just continues to look better and better. Of course, got the flags out in center field and the scoreboard down the right field line. Those changes made a couple of years ago. And for Coach Casper, his concerns of those conference games coming up this week. This, of course, not a conference game for Holcomb, but they have conference games coming up, and he's looking at the weather and wondering how they're going to manage. The good thing for Holcomb is the field there is pretty rain-friendly, as it will dry out pretty quickly. I know Coach Dollins, it wasn't an easy task for him to get this softball field ready, but just looking out there at the field, it's in very, very good condition as they're still going over some of the ground rules here. Good to have you along for our broadcast. We're scheduled for a doubleheader here at Indian Park tomorrow. And if you count the baseball game against Risco, we could have a triple header here at Indian Park tomorrow afternoon. And that could be exciting for certain, as the Lady Indians are scheduled tomorrow to play Malden at 3 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock, Portageville with Risco will be the opponents of the Lady Indians, as the Lady Indians take the field, and Holcomb will come to the plate here in the top of the first inning for the baseball schedule, and we'll see just how that looks, as this was a day that we were supposed to play in baseball the Cape Central Tigers, but that didn't happen because of the rain. On the 3rd, we are scheduled to play East Carter here at Indian Park. And on the 4th, the Hornets of Holcomb baseball squad will come to Indian Park. Hopefully, the rains that are scheduled to come through on Wednesday will not be that severe. After losing the matchup against Cape Central, and that ball game has not been rescheduled, a conference game for Kennett, they have scheduled Risco for tomorrow, that ball game at Indian Park. We're ready to get things underway. Good to have you along. And Ava Gurley, the right-handed hitting shortstop, steps in the box, and Avery Payne, Kennett pitcher, in the circle, and we're ready for first pitch. Inside corner is a called strike one from Payne to Ava Gurley. In at third for the Lady Indians is Patterson. Next pitch, lined back up the middle, and a leadoff single off the bat of Ava Gurley is how we get this one started. Just a little line drive right back up the middle. So good speed on the base pass. Gurley down at first base, and that brings up Addie Elliott. Elliott, another right-handed hitter for Holcomb. Second baseman stands in. Again, Patterson in at third. Also in Raspberry at first. The first pitch inside is ball one to Addie Elliott, Avery Payne. In the circle. Kennett would love the double plays. McKegg and McAtee. It's short and at second defensively. This ball gets away from Tennant and to the backstop. So the double play is going to have to be of the line drive variety, as Gurley will advance down to second base on the ball in the dirt. So Holcomb with a runner in scoring position, nobody out, top of the first. Elliott back in the box ahead in the count. She'll take this one low, and this one goes off a Tennant, and Gurley will go up to third base. So after the base hit, she will advance over to third base. And ahead in the count, 3 balls and no strikes, now is Addie Elliott. Kennett infield in just a step. The pitch right down the middle, strike one. Addie was going to take one there. Had 3-0 in the count. Gurley at third. Hendricks, the designated player in the on-deck circle. 3-1, the count to Elliott. Avery Payne with the delivery. Line drive just into the glove of McAtee. She made a great play, and the runner has to hustle back. Gurley, lucky she didn't get doubled off. I was about to say it's over. Hanley's outstretched glove and into right field, but she reached up and snags the line drive. Great play that time by McAtee. Gurley stays at third, and now Chloe Hendricks, left-handed hitter at the plate, takes ball one. Again, corner infielders for Kennett in. This pitch high and outside, ball two. 2-0 the count to Chloe Hendricks. Wind blowing out straightaway center field. May help a little bit more out toward right field than left. Outside corners called strike, 2-1. Now the count to Chloe Hendricks. Patterson at third shades her eyes as she's looking into the setting sun here at Indian Park. Now the 2-1 pitch, change up and a swing and a miss by Hendricks. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gurley at third. 1 out here in the top of the first in a 2-2 pitch to Hendricks from Avery Payne. Change up is a called strike at the knees. Boy, that one really had some steam taken off of it and drops in at the knees. So now 2 down in the inning. Gurley is still at third, and coming up will be Nelson. And the first pitch is low, ball 1. Elizabeth Nelson, the first baseman. Right-handed hitter, bats with the open stance. Fouled back to the screen. Good cut that time. One ball, 1 strike to count to Elizabeth Nelson. Wind blowing out to center field. Change up. Boy, again, a lot taken off that pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Now this one back to the screen. Runner not able to not able to advance as the runner on the ball 1. When your Apple Watch sends you text messages, Ben Nelson getting a text message from me of what I was saying in the play-by-play. Sorry, Ben. Yes, it was. Here's a swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Lady Hornets, Gurley, with a leadoff single, advances to third, but the Hornets unable to score. Top half, the inning is over. Now Kennett's turn. Bottom half of the first. We're scoreless from Indian Park. Back after this.
Year after year, you can rely on the experts at Greenpoint Ag in Deering to work alongside you for more profitable acres. Greenpoint Ag is among the leaders in ag technology and will deliver better results for you, our area farmers. Contact Greenpoint Ag today for more information. 573-757-6253 or stop in Greenpoint Ag on Highway J in Deering. Greenpoint Ag is proud to be part of the Deering community and supports our area youth. Greenpoint Ag wishes you and your family happy holidays and a profitable new year.
Kennett Girls Softball Association is a proud sponsor of Kennett Indian Softball. Their goal is to promote the game of softball as well as stress the importance of sportsmanship to girls in Kennett and the surrounding areas. Registrations are currently being accepted until March 29th for softball and baseball at Baker, Wellman Brown, and Farm Bureau. Get those kiddos signed up for a summer of fun.
Thanks to all of our great sponsors who bring you Kennett Lady Indian Softball all season. I'll update my scoreboard as we go to the bottom of the first inning. As Kennett comes to bat, it will be Hanley McAtee leading things off. She made a great play out in the field to save a run. Then McKegg and Tennant for the Indians. Payne, Patterson, and Barton, followed by Bodkin, Raspberry, and Wilcutt, the batting order for Kennett. Completing her warm-ups, Chloe Furlow, the pitcher for Holcomb. Throw goes down to second. And we're ready for action, and McAtee comes to the plate. Hanley hits from the right side. Again, the wind blowing out. It's changed a little bit more, blowing out toward right field now here at Indian Park. As Kennett gets their first hack at it in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch inside, and it will hit McAtee. So Hanley is hit by the pitch. She'll go down to first base, and a leadoff base runner for Kennett. Kinsley McKegg will hit now for Kennett. Coronado at third. She's in a step to protect against the bunt. McKegg at the plate. Swings, hits a ground ball to short. Up cross to first for the out. On the fielder's choice, advancing to second will be McAtee. Putting the ball in play Ava Gurley takes the out at first, and McAtee advances to second base. One down now in the bottom of the first, and here is Emma Tennant. Emma takes a strike in there from Furlow. Strike one. McAtee, the runner at second base. In scoring position now for the Lady Indians. We're scoreless at Indian Park, bottom of the first. One down, runner at second is Hanley McAtee. Furlow's next pitch, a little bit inside, ball one. 1-1 the count to Emma Tennant. Chloe Furlow looks to the dugout, gets the pitch call, and comes in. Just off the outside corner is ball two. 2-1. Payne in the on-deck circle for Kennett. 2-1 strike to count to Tennant. Emma takes this and low and outside, and it'll get away from the catcher Hardcastle, and that allows McAtee to move up to third. Now the count 3-1 on Tennant. This ball hit down the right field line, slicing, and it's just foul. Hard for us to see that. And I know if you're watching our video stream, it's hard for you to see as well because the tin of the dugout and various buildings down the right field line will block that view, but just foul. And the count now 3-2 with the foul ball out of play. One out in the inning. McAtee, who was hit by a pitch, now at third, and Tennant will pop this one up shallow. Actually, right behind second. And going back, it's Gurley making the play. So now Kennett with two down. And it'll be Payne coming to the plate. Little pop fly, and Gurley going back just behind the second base bag makes the catch. McAtee stays at third. And Avery Payne grounds it up the middle, off the pitcher's glove, picked up by Gurley. The throw to first in time. Both teams strand a leadoff runner that made it to third, but both teams come up scoreless in the first. We go to the second. Holcomb comes to bat from Indian Park right after this.
Looking for a place to live or grow your business in Kennett? Gardner Properties offers clean, quality residential and commercial rentals with a full-time maintenance crew and monthly inspections to keep everything in top condition. They're known for building and buying to suit new and relocating businesses in the area. Every improvement they make reflects their commitment to keeping the town looking its best. Call 573-752-1442 or stop by 1012 St. Francis Street in Kennett to see what they can do for you.
Hi, Kennett Indian fans. This is Stephanie Pierce with Dubs Clothing at 709 First Street in Kennett, Missouri. Here at Dubs, we value connection to our community by offering a variety of quality men's and children's clothing, accessories, and grooming products. You can also find accessories and gift items for the ladies. Nothing speaks connection to the community like Kennett Indian football. And here at Dubs Clothing, we are all in. Wishing all athletes and coaches a safe and successful season. Roll Tribe.
Dubs Clothing, one of our great broadcast sponsors, also one of our great sponsors bringing you Kennett Indian Softball, FM Bank, full service, locally owned bank where decisions are always made locally. They have personal, business, and agricultural loans to FM Bank. People matter. Member FDIC. Throw goes down to second. We're scoreless at Indian Park as we go to the top of the second inning. Olivia Joyner will lead things off, followed by Coronado and Hardcastle. Furlow, the pitcher, will bat if anyone can reach. And Avery Payne back in the circle to start her second inning of work. Wind blowing out a little stronger to right center field here as the first pitch in there at the knees, a called strike to Olivia Joyner. Avery Payne displayed a very nice changeup in that first inning, keeping the Hornets off stride at the plate. This pitch is low, ball one, 1-1 the count to Joyner. Gurley led things off with a single up the middle and advanced to third. But the Hornets couldn't get her home. Same thing happened when Hanley McAtee was hit by a pitch and advanced to third. This pitch a little bit high, ball 2, 2-1 the count to Olivia Joyner. And the Lady Indians couldn't get the runner home from third with nobody out. Now 2-1 the count to Joyner. Fouled back to the screen, evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bailey Wilcott playing straight away at about medium depth in center field. Wallace in left and Barton in right, also about medium depth. 2-2 the count to Joyner. And a changeup and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Avery Payne off that nice changeup. And there's one out in the inning. Chloe Coronado, third baseman, right-handed hitter, comes to the plate for Holcomb. Outfield straight away is Coronado. Awaits the first pitch from Avery Payne, fouled off, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Chloe Coronado. Chloe's ready. The 0-1 pitch from Payne. Fouled down the first baseline and out of play. Missing the Hornet fans gathered along the first baseline here at Indian Park. 0-2 now the count to Coronado. Avery Payne with the next pitch. Outside is ball 1. Coronado wouldn't go for that one. Laid off the fastball on the outside corner. Now 1-2 the count. Chloe's ready, and the pitch is popped up on the infield. Right in front of the pitcher's circle, and Avery Payne will handle that for out number 1. Or out number 2, correction. Little pop fly on the infield. So 2 down. And Caitlin Hardcastle will come to the plate. Catcher for Holcomb, right-handed hitter. Bats with 2 down and the base is empty. Shows bunt, bunts it down the first baseline. A perfect bunt picked up by the pitcher. Nice job by Payne to McAtee covering as Raspberry had to come in for the bunt, but Kennett played it perfectly. So 1-2-3 go the Hornets. Top of the second. Kennett comes to bat. Bottom of the second. We're scoreless from Indian Park. Back with more right after this.
At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we know that the days of parking your equipment in the shed after a long harvest and taking it easy for a while no longer exist. The business of farming is much more complex. We've been in the ag lending business for over 100 years, and we are ready to help your operation reach its best potential. We've got the loan and crop insurance products and the experience right here ready to serve you. We are your ag lender.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Contact Matthew Poole or Nathan Creed at 888-6624.
In Kennett, we know our community because we're a part of it. At Kennett Board of Public Works, we're local, just like you. That means we're just minutes away. With fast response times, we're here for emergencies, ensuring your internet is restored quickly. We offer reliable, high-speed internet to keep your home and business connected. Kennett Board of Public Works, we're your local team, keeping you connected. Here when you need us, always.
Thanks to the Kennett Board of Public Works. We appreciate their sponsorship, and our broadcast powered by the great internet crew at the Board of Public Works, getting us going here and powering our broadcast from the press box, both baseball and softball here at Indian Park. Bottom of the second. We're still scoreless with the wind blowing out at Indian Park. It'll be Patterson, Barton, and Bodkin due up for the Indians as Chloe Furlow only 9 pitches in that first inning to handle the Lady Indians. McAtee reached after being hit by a pitch leading off the inning, but Lady Indians couldn't get her across home plate. Patterson, the left-handed hitter, third baseman. Good power and certainly with the wind blowing out to right. Chloe Furlow will have to be careful here as Patterson steps in to lead off the bottom of the second inning. First pitch Grounded in the hole, into right field for a base hit off the bat of Patterson. Gets past Love Mullins just briefly, but she recovers quickly. And a leadoff single for the Lady Indians. Once again, they have the leadoff hitter on base. Base hit into right between Elliott and Nelson. Patterson, the base runner, and here is Lauren Barton, another left-handed hitter, and Lauren takes a strike as she shows bunt. Barton. The next pitch shows the bunt, fouls it off of the plate, and she's in the hole. 0-2. Patterson, the base runner at first for the Lady Indians. Bottom of the second, we're still scoreless from Indian Park. Next pitch, and a ground ball. That is knocked down by Gurley, and she'll throw across the diamond, not in time. Boy, Ava Gurley has made some web gems out there, but easily beating that out, the speedy Lauren Barton. So Indians with back-to-back hits here in the bottom of the second inning. Infield single that time as Gurley dives in the hole over toward third. Now Emma Clara Bodkin will come to the plate. The designated player for the Lady Indians. The first pitch is a called strike to Bodkin from Chloe Furlow. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. They'll throw to third for the force out. The relay not made across the diamond, but again, Gurley, she has been busy. Gets the force out at third. On the fielder's choice, Gurley to Coronado. Patterson retired, and Barton will move up down to second base. Now 1 out. And the first pitch is ball 1 to Olivia Raspberry. Olivia, right-handed hitter. Furlow with the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Runners at first and second for Kennett. Gurley has been the defensive star of this ball game for Holcomb. She has been busy at that shortstop position. Here's a strike call to Raspberry. And that's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bailey Wilcutt in the on-deck circle for Kennett. 1 down, 2 on. Furlow with a 1-2 pitch, a little bit outside is ball 2, 2-2. And the breeze blowing out to right center field here at Indian Park this afternoon. 1 down, runners at first and second for Kennett. The 2-2 count to Olivia Raspberry. Olivia takes it low and inside, and the count goes full, 3-2. Chloe Furlow looks to the dugout. Now our wristband. The pitch call from the dugout comes on. The 3-2 pitch is fouled off, and Raspberry stays alive, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is high, and the base is now loaded for Kennett. As Raspberry draws the walk, that puts Barton at third, Bodkin at second, Raspberry at first, and here's Bailey Wilcutt. Kennett center fielder. Bailey bats from the left side, chokes up on the bat. Coronado comes in at third. Bailey with good speed. She can cause problems. And he slaps it to left field for a base hit. That'll bring in 1 run for Kennett. And they're going to hold now. They're going to bring the second runner home. And sliding in there safely is Bodkin. Now the runners will move up. 2 RBIs for Bailey Wilcott. Nice job of hitting. She just took it the opposite way. So now runners at second and third. Still just 1 out. And Kennett leading in this one 2-0. This ball hit up the middle by McAtee is going to go into center field for a base hit. That'll score a couple of more runs for Kennett. McAtee didn't waste any time as she hit the ground ball right back up the middle. Single drives in, 2 more runs for Kennett. Raspberry and Wilcott scoring on the play, and now McAtee at first base for Kennett. Kennett goes up 4-0. McAtee takes off, and she's going to reach second on a ball that gets to the backstop. It's 4-0 Kennett. 1 down, and now at second base will be McAtee for the Lady Indians. Kinsley McKegg, the hitter. And Kinsley strokes it over the second baseman Elliott's head. This one's going to get all the way to the fence. McAtee will come in on a double by McKegg to right center field. Solid line drive. That got out to the outfield fence in a hurry. McAtee scores for Kennett on the play. And Kennett goes up 5-0 now. Here's Emma Tennant with a runner at second. McKegg with good speed. Just outside is ball 1 from Chloe Furlow. The 1-0 pitch headed home. Fly ball down the right field line, and this one's going to go foul. Love Mullins was racing over there, but ball a few feet foul down the right field line. That'll even the count 1-1. McKegg, the base runner at second for Kennett. Tennant, the hitter. 1 down. 5 runs in for Kennett. This pitch a little bit high. Ball 2. 2-1. Payne in the on-deck circle for the Lady Indians. Cleanup hitter and the pitcher. Pitch. This one's high ball 3. 3-1 now the count to Emma. The pitch. Line drive into center field. Center fielder has to play it on a hop. That's Brown. And the runner will come home. McKegg after the ball got down. A base hit to center field and had another run for Kennett. Stopping at first base is the hitter Tennant. Now Kennett leads 6-0 on the fly ball to center field. McKegg with her speed scores easily. And a first pitch to Avery Payne is a called strike. Kennett up 6-0. Next pitch, ground ball down the third baseline. Fielded, or off the glove, and goes into left field. So everybody's going to be safe as Hardcastle had a very tough play over there. So a runner goes down to second base now. On the base hit down the third baseline. So 2 on. And still just 1 out in the inning for the Lady Indians. And they lead it 6-0. Here's Lindley Patterson. She had to hit her first at bat. She'll take this one low and away. Ball 1. Barton in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Patterson fouls it over the backstop and out of play. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind continues to blow out a pretty good pace out to right center field. 2 on, 1 out. Patterson's ready, and the pitch lined right back up the middle. Another base hit for Kennett here in the inning. This time they'll bring the runner home, and just sliding in safely there was Tennant before the tag. That was a hard line drive right back up the middle by Patterson. Tennant just reaches home on the play, so still first and second for the Lady Indians. They'll get another run on the board and lead it 7-0. Another left-handed batter, Lauren Barton, at the plate. Payne at second, Patterson at first, and Lauren has to duck out of the way of this one, ball 1. Kennett up 7-0. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Still 1 out here in the second. Bodkin in the on-deck circle, barring a double play, will bat here in the inning. This ball bounces to the backstop. The runners will move up. Now second and third are the runners. Still just 1 out in the inning. And Lauren Barton ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch to Lauren. Outside is ball 3. 3-0 the count to Barton. She'll take this one at the knees for a called strike. Both teams stranded a runner in the first inning. Both teams had runners at third, nobody out in the first inning. Here's a little looper out to left field, and it is off the left fielder's glove. Tried to making the play as Joyner, and now the throw into second is not in time, and that'll drive in another run for the Lady Indians. Fly ball to left, and I'm going to call that a hit as Joyner had to run over toward the line. Payne coming home on the last play. So Kennett will add another run, now lead it 8-0. Here's Emma Claire Bodkin coming to the plate. Patterson moves up to third on the last play, and Barton down to second base. And the first pitch is a ball to Bodkin. Kennett with 8 runs here in the inning. Bottom of the second. Pitch is low, ball 2, 2-0. Raspberry in the on-deck circle for Kennett. This pitch low and outside, ball 3, 3-0. Indians have really got the bats going. It all started really with that New Madrid victory here at Indian Park. And Indians playing some tough competition on the road. As this pitch a little bit high, ball 4. The bases are loaded now for Kennett. And Olivia Raspberry will try to add to this 8-0 lead. Olivia takes ball 1 outside. Kennett winning all of their games since that New Madrid game by over 10 runs. So the offense is really been coming through for Coach Dollins and his ball club. 1-1 the count as Raspberry fouls that pitch off at the plate. Bases loaded for the Lady Indians. Pitch on the outside corner makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Olivia will try to protect, put it in play, and try to make something happen. 1-2 the count. Bases loaded, one down. Inside is ball two. 2-2. Bailey Wilcott in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Fouled off. Count remains 2-2. S&S Auto Sales, one of our great broadcast sponsors. They're family-owned. At S&S, you buy there, you pay there, no credit checks, no hassles. You walk in, drive out with that vehicle you need. 1802 Independence Avenue in Kennett. Here's a line drive left center field. Is going to get down and go to the fence. Boy, this is going to send them around the base pass. There's a couple of more runs in for the Lady Indians as they add to their score. Line drive to left center field. Joyner gets it in. Patterson and Barton both score on the play. It's 10-0 Kennett. Here's Bailey Wilcott. Bailey fouls it. That one hit her on the front foot. Nope, they're going to say she was out. They're going to say the foul ball hit her and she was out of the batter's box. So Bailey is out. Now line drive to left field off the bat of Hanley McAtee. Hanley doesn't waste any time. She goes up there. I can't even get my scoring done before Hanley walks up there and drives in a couple of runs. Indians add to their total 12-0 the score, and McAtee stops at first. Bodkin and Raspberry both score on the last play, and McAtee now at first base for the Lady Indians. There's 2 outs in the inning. I'll put another out up on the board. It's hard to keep up with it all in softball. This pitch a little bit high to Kinsley McKegg. McAtee, the base runner at first. It is 12-0 Lady Indians. Fouled back to the screen. Scoreboard says 1-1, so I'm going to leave it at that. I may have missed one here. Very possible. 2 down, runner at first is McAtee. And the pitch. Ground ball down the third baseline, inside the bag and fair by McKegg. McAtee will go up to third. She's going to round the corner. She's going to head for home, and McKegg races to third on a 2-out RBI triple. That hard ground ball just fair inside the bag at third. And McAtee scores on the play, and Kennett goes up in this one 13-0. McKegg now the base runner at third base for the Lady Indians. And Emma Tennant will come to the plate. All of these runs coming here in the second inning for Kennett. Now 2 down and a runner at third. First pitch is low and a good stop by Hardcastle. McKegg stays at third on ball 1. Chloe Furlow with 46 pitches here in this second inning. Pitch count was low after the first inning, only threw 9 pitches. Pitch a little bit high, ball 2. Payne in the on-deck circle. She's the pitcher for the Lady Indians. She has to like what she sees when she looks at the scoreboard. Ground ball back to the pitcher, and they'll throw to first. And the inning comes to a close, but not before the Lady Indians put 13 on the board. And they lead it 13-0 as we go to the third. Holcomb bats when we return right after this.
Eat, play, and have a blast at Let's Roll Paragould. From bowling, duck pin, and laser tag to 45 arcade games and a full restaurant, Let's Roll Paragould is packed with fun for everyone. Both alleys feature state-of-the-art NeoSurf systems. And with over 50 TVs, you won't miss a second of your favorite game. Visit Let'sRollParagould.com for birthday packages, daily specials, group deals, or to reserve your lane. Let's Roll Paragould, 2707 West Kings Highway in Paragould, where good times roll 7 days a week.
Thanks to all of our great sponsors, including Let's Roll Paragould. You got to go over and see it to believe it, as they have a great facility. Let's Roll Paragould, one of our great broadcast sponsors, along with Truly Posh, a locally owned women's boutique offering a variety of clothing, shoes, and accessories. They also have a variety of sizes and styles. Truly Posh, 405 First Street in Kennett. Lady Indians up 13-0 in this one. There's 13 runs coming in that bottom of the second inning for the Lady Indians. It'll be the pitcher, Chloe Furlow, leading things off, followed by Brown, and then Ava Gurley back to the top of the order. Elliott, if anyone can reach for Holcomb. Chloe swings and misses. The first pitch from Avery Payne, strike one. Tad Jones putting all of our video productions together. We appreciate his help. Monty Lyons getting us on our radio stations. Ball one is high and inside. Couple of radio stations for our Lady Indian broadcast. KBOA AM, Kennett, 98.7 WGCQ, Haytime, Kennett. The 1-1 pitch on the outside corner called strike to Chloe Furlow. Payne gets her sign. The lefty misses outside for ball two. Actually, a new pitcher in for the Lady Indians. I said it was Avery Payne, so let me get you. So we've had some defensive changes, so let me get that for you. And a swing and a miss is out number one. I'm sure Avery Payne is still out in the field, but I'm going to say probably coming in will be Payne to do the pitching now. And Molly Payne doing the pitching. One down in the inning is the left-hander. Is out there to work the third. One down and 2-1 the count on the batter, who is Chloe Brown. Ball three is low. Not sure of the defensive changes for the Lady Indians. But we do know a different pitcher is in, and that's Molly Payne. Outside corner is a called strike. Next pitch for Molly. A little bit low, ball four. One out walk, one out base runner for Holcomb. We're in the top of the third inning, and that sends Chloe Brown to the plate. Chloe, a right-handed hitter. First pitch is high, ball one. They'll throw back to first and the runner back in there safely. I'm seeing some of the defensive changes here as moving to first base is Patterson. This ball is fouled over the backstop and out of the play. And it appears moving to third base defensively for the Lady Indians is the starting pitcher, Avery Payne. Next pitch from the left-hander, a little bit high. Two and one the count. This pitch is in there for a strike. Fly ball out to right field. And going back, Barton makes a nice play and gets it in a hurry. For out number 2. Ball was pretty well hit out to right field. Now Elliott will hit. Brown remains at first base. Pitch was a little bit high, ball 1 to Addie Elliott. Kennett leads 13-0. We're in the top of the third. Ground ball in the hole to right field between first and second. Ball comes in quickly, so Brown stops at second. And Elliott will be the base runner at first on the ground ball to right field. Barton got it in a hurry. Now 2 down, and Chloe Hendricks will hit. Chloe hits from the left side. Again, the wind blowing out toward right field here at Indian Park this afternoon. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on a high outside corner pitch from Molly Payne. Hendricks is ready. Molly with the next pitch. Low and inside. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. 2 outs in the inning. Holcomb with a couple of runners on. Next pitch. Pop up down the left field side is going to slice out of play. And it's 1-2. Payne is ready. The 1-2 pitch. Inside ball 2. 2-2. Payne with a 2-2 pitch. Outside ball 3. Chloe Hendricks has worked the count full. Coach Casper just telling his team we're going on the pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes to count with 2 down, 2 on. Foul ball over the backstop, so the runners will go back to their bases. The count remains 3-2 to Chloe Hendricks. The 3-2 again to the plate. Fouled off as Chloe stays alive. Brown at second. It's Elliott, the base runner, at first. Gurley hit it well, but a great play by Barton in right field. For the second out, here's a line drive right back up the middle for a base hit. The throw coming all the way to the plate, and in there safely is the base runner. After Wilcott's throw came into the plate, but just a little bit late. So Holcomb on the board with the line drive out into center field. Brown comes in to score on the last play, and Elliott advances to third base on the throw. Now it's 13-1, 2 down in the inning. Elliott at third, Hendricks at first for Holcomb. Elizabeth Nelson the hitter, takes ball one from Molly Payne. The lefty. Strike on the outside corner. Evens the count, 1-1 strike. We're at the top of the third inning. Kennett leads now 13-1. Holcomb with runners at the corners. A foul ball down the right side. Count 1-2 strikes. All of Kennett's runs coming in the bottom of the second inning so far in this ballgame. This pitch bounces at the plate. The runner will go down to second and be there safely. Hendricks takes second base. She has good speed, but didn't hesitate once the ball bounced at the plate. So two runners in scoring position and a foul ball by Nelson. And she stays alive, 2 strikes. Again, the 2-2 pitch here, line drive, and McAtee will make another nice play. Hanley that time going to her left, catches it, a couple of inches off the dirt. Snags the line drive, and a couple of runners stranded for Holcomb, but they score one. Kennett bats, bottom of the third, leading this one 13-1.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
McMahon Trucking isn't new to the road. It all started back in the 1940s with Bill McMahon, serving farmers and elevators for over 70 years. Now Bob McMahon carries on the tradition. After 42 years in truck repair and towing, he's back in the family business. Fully licensed and insured with well-maintained equipment and dependable service you can count on. Call McMahon Trucking today at 573-888-7256.
Thanks to all of our great broadcast sponsors that help bring you Lady Indian softball this season. Chloe Furlow back in the circle taking her warm-ups. It'll be Avery Payne, Lindley Patterson, and Lauren Barton due up for the Lady Indians. Kennett leads 13-1. Wind blowing out to right field. Haven't had that home run yet. I thought we may have a few this afternoon. Cool day at the ballpark. Most folks wearing a jacket here this afternoon. Kennett Bowling Lanes, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Of course, they offer the great bowling. Plus, they have the skating rink open. They have the great arcade games. You need to go check them out. Laser tag and some of the best food around at the Kennett Bowling Lanes. Great fun, great food. Perfect place to schedule that next party. Give them a call. Go talk to them. Go out and have some fun. 1315 St. Francis Street in Kennett. Avery Payne will lead things off. Avery, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Cleanup hitter for the Lady Indians. And Chloe Furlow's first pitch is low and inside. Ball one. Outfield plays Avery around a bit to pull. Tons of room in right center field. Next pitch to Avery. Change up is called. Strike in there. Lady Indian softball tomorrow, 3 o'clock, our first broadcast, and then they're back again at 6 o'clock. High is ball 2. 2-1 the count to Avery Payne. Malden, the opponent, at 3. And then at 6, it'll be Portageville with Risco here at Indian Park. We'll have both broadcasts. Ground ball slowly hit to first. Easy play there is picked up. Stepping on the bag is Nelson for out number 1. Avery Payne retired, and here's Lindley Patterson, who has not been retired so far on the day. Lindley 2 for 2. Takes the first pitch, a changeup outside for ball 1. One out, nobody on for the Lady Indians. We're in the bottom of the third, 13-1. Kennett with the lead. Pitch to the backstop is ball 2, 2-0 to Patterson. Barton in the on-deck circle for Kennett. The 2-0 pitch to Patterson. Low and outside, ball 3, 3-0. Lindley steps back in the box in the 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss and a changeup. 3-1 the count now to Patterson. One out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the third. Kennett up 13-1, 3-1. Patterson takes it for ball 4. So Patterson at first. And there brings up Lauren Barton. Barton also 2 for 2 on the afternoon for the Lady Indians. Lauren singled on a ground ball in the hole. An infield hit to the shortstop. Then singled on a fly ball out to left field. Her last at bat, she'll foul this one off down the left side. Strike 1. Patterson, the base runner at first for Kennett. The 0-1 pitch. A little bit outside, and Patterson will take second base on the pitch. So now she's in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Barton. The pitch to Lauren, ground ball off the pitcher's glove. Tough play for the second baseman. The throw to first is not in time. It's just on the bag safely with that great speed as Lauren Barton. Furlow had it go off her glove, then she had to race over and try to make the play, but an infield single. Patterson moves up to third base on the play, so it's first and third for Emma Claire Bodkin. Bodkin fouls the first one over the backstop, strike 1. 1 out in the inning. Kennett leads 13-1. This pitch popped out in the center field. Center fielder comes on, will make the play. Now she drops the ball, and the umpire says it was not held on too long enough, but they're going to have the force out at second base. But a run will score on the play as they get the force out down at second. So a fly ball to center field, and it's going to go Brown into second base for the out. And the base runner will be Bodkin now at first base. And the batter, Olivia Raspberry, at the plate, takes ball 1. Next pitch to Olivia. Gets to the backstop. Bodkin will take off down to second base. It's 2-0 now. On Raspberry. Bailey Wilcutt in the on-deck circle. Here's a little looper out in the left field over Coronado's head. Runner comes around third, will score easily, and down to second base with a double, Olivia Raspberry. A little looping line drive over the third baseman's head. Kennett with another run as Bodkin scores on the play. Raspberry down to second base. Now it's 15-1 in favor of the Lady Indians. This pitch goes to the backstop. That's ball 1. To Bailey Wilcutt. Ava Gurley now doing the pitching for Holcomb as didn't mention that one. Here's a little looper. Is going to drop over the shortstop's head, and that will drop in for the hit as Wilcutt reaches first. That makes it 16-1, and that's the ball game as Wilcutt makes it a 15-run rule contest as she hits the little fly ball out in the left field. Gets that runner home, and the Kennett Bats continue to be productive as they put the runs on the board this afternoon, and they win it by a score of 16-1. Both teams shake hands, and we'll take a break, come back, and check the final totals in this one right after this timeout.
It's always a home run when you visit the all-new Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti. They have delicious food served up hot and fresh. Be sure to check out their daily lunch and dinner specials. Their catfish, the best around, plus chicken, shrimp, steaks, and their smash burgers will keep you coming back for more. They have 10 big screen TVs where you can catch all the big games. Be sure to like them on Facebook. Slide into home at the Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti. Come see Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and 1st Street in Kennett. They offer 24-hour access tanning, so you can tan when you want to tan. Just $55 a month gets you unlimited tanning or single sessions for $8. They also offer the most popular weight loss shots, semaglutide and tirzepatide, plus Botox and Dysport shots, along with fillers to make you look your best. Be sure to visit their great boutique. That's Grace and Glow at the corner of Tico and 1st Street in Kennett.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a showplace. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Hello, I'm Trenton Patterson with Patterson Auto Sales in Kennett. If you're looking for a newer, late model vehicle at a great price, then you need to come see me at Patterson Auto Sales. I've worked for the big dealerships, and I can save you money off of what you pay when you buy a used car or truck at the dealership. Plus, I have several great credit options, and we can guarantee financing for anyone, regardless of credit. Come see me, Trenton Patterson, at Patterson Auto Sales, 1005 1st Street in Kennett, or visit our website online at pattersonautosales.mycarsonline.com.
Kennett wins it 16-1, 15-run rule after 3 innings as the Indians put 13 on the board in the second inning, added 3 more in the third to win 16-1. Holcomb's run coming in the top of the third inning. For Holcomb, their totals, 1 run on 3 hits in the ball game. For Kennett, they scored 16 runs on 15 hits, so the Bats were alive once again for the Lady Indians. No home runs here this afternoon, but Kennett very effective putting the ball in play and causing problems. Hanley McAtee was 2 for 2 on the day with 4 RBIs and a couple of runs scored. McKegg was 2 for 3 on the afternoon with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Emma Tennant was 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Avery Payne was 1 for 3 with a run scored in the ball game. Lindley Patterson was 2 for 2 with a couple of runs scored and an RBI. She also had a walk in the ball game. Lauren Barton was 3 for 3, a couple of runs scored and an RBI in the ball game. And 2 for 2 was Olivia Raspberry with 3 runs scored and 3 RBIs for the Lady Indians. And Bailey Wilcutt, 2 for 3 with the runs scored. And Bailey with 3 RBIs, including that last RBI that ends this one in 3 innings. 16-1, our final score. Kennett over Holcomb. We'll take a final break, come back, and wrap things up from Indian Park right after this.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics.
The same way we have supported our customers and the community for 86 years.
Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the field and in your field.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
Lady Indians win it 16-1 over the Lady Hornets of Holcomb. For Kennett, they're back here at Indian Park. 3 o'clock ball game against Malden tomorrow. And then Malden will play Portageville with Risco. And then following that, about 6 o'clock, Lady Indians will take on Portageville with Risco. Doubleheader coming up for the Lady Indians tomorrow. And speaking of Risco, the Risco Tigers will be here to take on the Kennett Indians in baseball action next door, as we'll have a triple header from Indian Park tomorrow, as there's still some wet spots out there on that baseball field, but the softball field drained much better. They don't have as many holes out here on the softball surface, and they were able to play this one in the field in good condition. Of course, rain's coming in on Wednesday, so it's to be determined what remaining games will be played this week. I know for Coach Casper, he was looking at his schedule, and they're scheduled to play Gideon tomorrow, then at Clarkton on Tuesday. On Wednesday against Delta C7, and then they play Naylor Thursday, and then Saturday Twin Rivers, and or actually Friday Twin Rivers, and then Advance. So they have a full schedule coming up, and some big conference games for Holcomb. So depending on the weather, how many of those are played this week will be determined. Again, our final score is 16-1. We'll be back tomorrow about 2:45 with our live video coverage and radio coverage from Indian Park as the Lady Indians take on Malden tomorrow afternoon. Appreciate all of our sponsors. Couldn't do it without our great sponsors who make our broadcasts possible. Monty Lyons handling our radio duties. He's about to get us back on our radio stations, which are KBOA AM, 1540 Kennett, and 98.7 FM, WGCQ Hayti, Kennett. Tad Jones putting all of our video streams together and handling all of our video equipment and all of our setups from on site as we bring you the coverage of sports around the area all season long. We'll be back with lots of it tomorrow. Doubleheader in softball, and Kennett will take on Risco in baseball. A 4:30 start tomorrow afternoon. That'll do it for this one, 16-1. Kennett wins it over Holcomb. We'll talk to you again tomorrow afternoon with more Lady Indian softball.
This has been Kennett Indian Softball. Title sponsors for our broadcast are Baker Implement Company, NEA Baptist Hospital, Farm Credit Services of Southeast Missouri, and by Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture. Broadcast sponsors, Dubs Clothing, State Farm Agent Greg Wilson, Patterson Auto Sales, McMahon's Trucking, the Kennett Girls Softball Association, Gardner Properties, Home Plate Bar and Grill, Let's Roll Paragould, Grace and Glow, and Greenpoint Ag in Deering. Broadcast boosters include the Kennett Bowling Lanes, Ultimate Fitness, Century 21 Real Estate, FM Bank, S&S Auto Sales, and by Truly Posh. This broadcast has been a production of Pollock Broadcasting Company.